Good morning, everybody. We are going to do my leg and core stability ball workout. This is a stability ball. If you don't have one, you can probably improvise with most of these exercises. I would encourage you to get this ball. They're like $25 to $35. Please make sure you get a ball that is big enough for your height. A lot of times people end up with a ball that's this big. That doesn't really cut it. So anyway, what do you need to remember about this workout? It's all about your core, keeping it tight the entire time for every single exercise. What else? Just use good form. I care more about that than anything else. Go at your own pace. Take breaks when you need to. Very, very important. And let's start to jog it out. I love, love, love this workout a ton. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my newer ones. And I'm always sort of creating new things, although I have not had time lately to do that. And make sure you say hi, because you know I love it when you do. Stretch to one side. Dave and I got our run in this morning, which just feels great. I'm telling you, this like everyday thing, I'm kind of digging it, which I never in a million years thought I'd say that. Reach up, lunge to one side and to the other. And I just want to thank all of you who reached out to Alexandra for her birthday. She was blown away at how many messages she got from you guys. So very, very sweet of you. Much appreciated. Okay, first one that we are going to do. Oh, I love this one. We're going to do a single leg toe tap. So you're going to put your one heel on the ball, and you're going to drive up, and you're going to tap the ball, tap the ground, tap the ball, tap the ground. I know. Listen, if you need a little more help keeping your ball stable, put it in the corner of your couch, press it up against the wall, whatever you need to do, but don't worry if you need a little bit of aid. So we're going to go 45 seconds. Drive those hips up, drive your heel into the ball, tap the ball, straighten, tap the ground, straighten. If your hamstring starts to tighten up, just stretch it for a second and get back into it. There's no shame in that. This ball is like one of my favorite pieces of equipment, too. Don't worry if you need lots of breaks. It's cool. This is a challenging workout, so go at your pace. Use good form. Don't rush. 3, 2, 1, and done. Other leg. Drive up. Tap the ground. Straighten. Tap the ball. Straighten. Keep those abs engaged, working. You need their help. If you need to stretch your hamstring for a second, take the time and do that. So you'll notice your foot is not on top of the ball. It's kind of on top, but off to the side a little bit. Woo! So I encourage you to show up and do the work. Don't be down on yourself. We're done. Don't be mean. Don't be critical of yourself. Don't feel like you should be able to do everything perfectly. Carla, good morning. So happy you're joining me. I'm not perfect. I'm not even close to perfect. So for this one, this is a more challenging exercise. So I would encourage you to push the ball up against your couch or a wall and just kind of hop forward, because what we want to do is lower ourselves so the top of your foot is on the ball. Pretend like there's a rod in your spine. Make sure you have your balance, and I want you to lower and raise. But I don't want that knee going in front of that toe. So that's super, super important. So I'm going to just try to get it stable. Put my foot up on, and then I kind of hop forward a little bit. You can put a chair right next to you. Again, no shame in doing that. Just when you lower, I do not want your knee going in front of your toe. And you do that by lowering through your heel, driving up. If you notice it's happening, just hop that front foot forward a little bit or take your foot down. Step a little. Woo! I was not keeping my core tight. Step forward, make sure you're stable, and then reach that foot back, okay? It's not very easy. It's actually easier to do this on a hard floor than on a big rug. So rod in your spine, remember. So lower through your heel, drive up through your heel. Your glutes and hamstrings and quads are going to be on fire. Keep your abs engaged. Other side. Now listen, you're going to probably find that you have one side where you're a whole lot better in balance or in strength, and they might not be the same leg. My right leg is stronger. My left leg, I'm better at balancing. Although I'm on my right leg right now and I'm doing better than I did. So listen, every exercise is different, every day is different, every workout's different. What we do is we try hard. You see me fumble and falter all the time, and that's just life. But I don't quit. That's it, shake it out. I don't quit, and that is very important and something I'll always encourage you to do because it gets in your head. When you quit on little things, it gets in your head. So, we don't quit. All right, what is next? Oh yeah. Okay, so for this next one, you're going to be on your forearms. You're going to move the ball in. You're going to go up and you're going to roll it back and forth. So again, super crazy challenging. You might not get the ball very far. It might be a small range of motion, but keep your hands flat. Okay? Now, if you do not like the way this makes your elbows feel, you can go up and it'll hit more of your triceps. So whichever you want to do, you can do half and half, whatever you want, but squeeze those abs. I'm going to go up for a little while because I'm getting like rug burn on my shag rug, not the best. A low pile rug is preferred. But when you're up like I am now, it's a little harder to keep your balance. So I'm just fighting, fighting, fighting. That's what we do here. We take breaks when we need to. You guys were doing so well because we're done. Not done. Let's take a little break. Whew. Okay. How are you guys doing? Listen, this is not an easy workout, so it's really, really important that you just work on getting your form down. And just know that you're going to wobble and like fall over sometimes. And it's cool. It's no big deal. So next, this is our position, inchworm. So your forearms are up on top. Get your butt up off the ground. Roll back into like a crouching position. Go forward. So again, you're going to feel this in your legs. You're going to feel it in your entire core. This is the center of your power. If you want more definition in this area, you want to take some inches off. You want to be stronger. You want to have better balance. This is just such a great workout. I absolutely love it. So your forearms are on the ball. Press forward till your legs are straight. Come back into crouching and then roll slowly forward again. So use those core muscles to keep you from wobbling and falling off as you roll forward. And as you roll back. So if your ball is sliding on whatever surface you're on, you might need to move it to a different one. I could never do this on my bedroom carpeting. It's too kind of silky and shaggy and slippery. My legs hate me right now. Hate me. And I don't care. Not my problem. Dave and I have a deal that we want 5 more seconds. We want to make it to our 50-year anniversary. But that means I have to live until I'm 103. Oh my gosh, yes, 103. How am I going to live till 103 if I don't take care of myself? He only has to live to 95. Taking a break. You can too. Have some water. Oh, I love this. Yeah. Okay, so again, you can brace your ball for this one if you want. Whew. You're going to slide forward. I don't know if you can see me. Let me move my table a little bit. I told the kids they're not allowed to move that table anymore. You know why? Because they grab the glass top and they pull it and they almost break the glass. Every time. Every time. I'm like, guys, the glass is separate from the table. You can't just pull the glass. Okay. So you're going to put the soles of your feet together. Okay? And you're going to drive up, and as you drive your hips up, squeeze those glutes. Lower yourself as low as you can. Drive those hips up. So you'll see I'm not moving quickly. I'm really focusing on keeping my balance. So you can keep your arms out to the side. I like to kind of hold on to the ball. But you do whatever works for you. Keep the soles of your feet together as you roll down. As you come up and squeeze those glutes. As you drive those hips up. Squeeze. Squeeze. Come on. Do not quit. Squeeze. If you wobble, it's okay. Get your balance. Squeeze. And done. I don't like to do the usual stuff. You guys know that. If you want sort of the usual exercises you've done 1,000 times, this probably isn't the place for you. What I will tell you is that at Visco Fit, we are sore all the time. And why are we sore all the time? Because we mix it up. Our bodies never have any clue what we're going to do. So that is the best way to go about getting stronger. Oh, I love this. Okay, so next one, you're going to roll out on your ball. Okay, wrap your arm around your ball. Your ribs are on your ball, and you're going to lift your leg and squeeze up. You are going to want to fall off many, many times. So again, you can roll your ball against the couch. You can keep one foot in front of the other if that makes it easier. The most challenging is having your feet stacked. So again, this all has to be engaged or you're going to fall off. That's just how the stability ball works. Also, if your ball is super mushy, I want you to blow it up so it's firm. That makes it that much more challenging. I have to keep hiding my little pumper thing because Eli, he just likes to take it for some reason. So I hide it and then I forget where I've hidden it. So, other side. Such is the life with a boy, which I'm learning about. 4 girls, 1 boy. So I have a very funny story for you. Wrap your arm around. So last Saturday night, they stayed at my ex-husband's house. All 5 kids. He and his girlfriend had a sleepover, which is just so amazing. So amazing to have that kind of relationship and to be all becoming friends. Anyway, so we showed up the next day. We're like, how'd they do? And he's like, oh, they were amazing. He's like, I have a lot of respect for Eli, being surrounded by all these girls. And they constantly tell him what to do and get on his case. I'm like, yeah, very much. So, but they try to protect him too. You know, 3, 2, 1, done. He doesn't always make the wisest choices because he's a 9-year-old boy. And that's what they do, right? Okay, how are you guys doing? We're actually rocking this this workout, which makes me very happy. So next, you're gonna lay forward on your ball and you're gonna squeeze and lift those legs up straight back because I want your glutes and your hamstrings on freaking fire. Now, if you need a little help with stability, put a chair right here and you can just keep your hands on it. Otherwise, rock it out, do your best. And here's the thing, you don't have to put a chair there. Like if you fall over, who cares? You can also just kind of, if your arms are long enough, you can reach them on the ground. So I want them going straight back and up. I don't want you off to the side. Guys, you know that if we don't work our glutes, what happens to them? They spread, they slide, they grow, they flatten. None of it good. So we gotta really target those muscles. Maybe on Friday I'll do like a glute, I'll do a butt and ab workout. How about that? So when the 25 minutes is done, if you want to stick around for a 5-minute ab blast with me, please do. Told you I'm getting married October 3rd. And so I have motivation. It's always good to set some kind of goal, whether it's running a 5K or doing some kind of walk, charity walk, or set a goal. Maybe there's a dress that you have that you're like, ooh, I could be in this if I toned up a little bit. Set a goal, have an event, make a reservation, set up something special to do, because having something to work towards is always really nice and can be easier. Angela, good morning. You guys, I love it when you say hello to me. It makes me so happy. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so next what we're going to do, get a pillow or a ball. Actually, I have a soccer ball. Let me get that. We have to hide all of our soccer balls because the dog attacks them. Okay, so with this one, you're going to put the ball or pillow in between your knees. And I want you squeezing that ball. Your arms are up, and as you're squeezing this ball, which is working your inner thighs, you're going to be twisting from side to side. So keep those feet as close together as you can. Squeeze that ball. Do not release the pressure. That's the leg part of this exercise. Every exercise we do works our legs and our core. You can hold the weight up here if you want to. Squeeze. Squeeze, you're going to want to release that ball. Do not do it. me, how did the baby do at school? Woo! Hey, my goodness, my goodness. Oh yeah, okay. So remember how we did this exercise before, where we laid like this and we lifted? Okay, so this one, a little bit trickier. So you're gonna lay on your ball. You're gonna touch to the front, to the middle, and to the back, and then all the way back to the front. So all of this movement back and forth is gonna have you like this. You gotta keep it tight. So important. Middle and back. If you start to fall off, just make sure you have your balance before you move your leg again. So can I tell you, this is burning my core muscles up, front, middle, back, woo, front, middle, back, front, middle, back. Again, if you cannot stay on your ball at all, lean it up against something. Wow. You forget how intense these exercises are, because I have so many workouts, so we do a bunch of different ones. And then you do these exercises, you're like, oh yeah, I remember this. Okay, so start, tap to the front, tap to the middle, tap to the back, all the way back to the front, middle, back. I'm kicking my coffee table. Front, middle, back, all the way to the front. I know, do not give up. Take those breaks when you need to. If you wobble, who cares? You are fighting so hard, and it's so good. Woo! 5 more seconds. 2, 1, and done. Oh, woo! Hi. I hope you still like me. I like you. Okay. Oh, so before, remember we did the leg lifts? This is different. I want you leaning forward, and I want you to curl. So you don't have a weight, so that's not where the effort is. The effort is in your squeezing, and the effort is in your core muscles trying to stay on the ball. So I would encourage you, only hold the ground loosely. Okay, I don't want you touching your feet to the ground between everyone. So squeeze those glutes and those hamstrings. There is a machine in the gym where you lay down and you wrap your feet around something and you pull it up, and there are plates attached to it, so it makes it heavy depending on what weight you set. So we're pretending like we're using that machine. We're trying to keep our hands lightly on the ground so that our core muscles are really doing a lot of work at keeping us stable on the ball. If you're not wobbling on the ball, you're holding onto the ground too tightly. I want your hands light as a feather so that your core muscles are doing the work. If you lose your balance, who cares? You keep going, reset. We are not perfect here at ViscoFit, but we work really hard and we try really hard. Okay. Right on the, oh, I just did that one. I was like, I'm confused. Oh, okay. Another one that I love. lay on the ground. Your ball is between your feet, not between your ankles, just between your feet. Lower slowly, raise up. So I want your feet should be squeezing against the ball so you really fire up your inner thighs. Now when you lower, do not go off momentum to get that ball back to the top. Your abs are working. If you need a break, you take a little break. So remember, the ball is between your feet, not between your ankles. And I want you to squeeze your feet. Well, that's fun. Keep going. We're going to keep going until we're done with this exercise, which is 10 more seconds, and then I'm going to go right into 5-minute abs, okay? 2, 1, done. I want you to keep that ball. I want you to dig your heels into it and squeeze up. So you're not pulling your head, you're squeezing your abs, your face is parallel to the sky. But dig those heels in. Make sure you're breathing. Sometimes with ab exercises, you're going to be tempted to hold your breath just to muscle through, and I don't want you to do that. 10 seconds. Keep pressing down with those heels. I know that it burns. 2, 1, done. Oh my goodness. Okay. Stretch out your abs. They might be locking up, and that's okay. All right. I want you to grab a weight. You're going to sit on your ball. And set my timer. Your hands are going to be above your head. You're going to keep your knees together. And I want you to just lower the ball. Lower the weight side to side. You've got to stay controlled. Do not go with too heavy a weight, because I don't want you to hurt yourself. So see how it feels. You do not have to use a weight. If this is the first time you've done this exercise, I recommend that you don't use a weight. So you will need to keep everything tight. If you need more stability, open those knees up. So pretty much every workout I do from here on out, except the days when I need to do shorter ones, will be 25 minutes with 5 minutes of abs at the end. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Make sure you have control of the weight. Take a break when you need it. 5 more seconds. We're staying in this position and we're twisting. So again, if your knees are together, this is a lot more challenging than if you open up your knees and twist around as far as you can. Make sure you have control of the weight. Very important. If you haven't done this before, don't worry about using the weight. You can also hold the ball that we were using before. You can hold that in your hands and use that to twist. And if you need more stability, you just open up. Next, roll out. I want you, your head should be resting on the ball. I want you to reach up, lower. So every time you lower, I want you to rest your head for a couple seconds before you go back up. You are squeezing. Reach up, rest your head, reach up. If you want to make it more challenging, keep those knees together. Changes it. Makes it a little more intense, a little more challenging. Hey guys, that's it for me. Listen, I want your feedback on my workouts. I do these for myself. I do them for you guys. We have a great community here, and I love doing them. I want feedback. Are there things you want to see? I have tons of different workouts, so many, and am always creating new ones. So I love doing that. So anyway, just come work out with me. Be on this quest with me to be stronger, healthier, have more stamina, have greater core strength, greater stability. As you know, I'm getting older. I turned 53 on Saturday. So that's it. But I love our community. If you want a tip, Sean.Visco on Venmo. I also have PayPal and Cash App and all these things. So if you need another way to pay, just let me know. You can message me on Facebook or YouTube. But that's it for me. Tomorrow